So this episode of Road to Boston is going to be set up slightly different than all the other episodes. The main reason is because I want to go over taper, my fueling strategy, my race day plan, logistics when it comes to travel, and just overall how I feel in general about the Boston Marathon. I want to start off with tapering. I pretty much was tapering for about 2 weeks. And I had some incredibly low mileage coming off of a 50 mile a week, or at least around a 50 mile a week, dropping it down to about 32 and then now 13 miles. It's quite a bit of a drop in volume, but the intensity was still there. I still had some speed workouts still included in my weeks when it comes to tapering. But by no means does that mean that I was actually losing any fitness whatsoever. My fitness is still there, it's just we're dropping the volume a little bit and we're still keeping the intensity the exact same. And when it comes to travel, Jesse and I are actually heading up to Boston via train. Our hotel is actually not too far away from the train station. It's actually really close to the finish line, which is also really amazing. We're going from PA all the way up to Boston, so it's not too big of a deal. And plus, it's a little less stress on us. I don't have to worry about driving up there at all. It actually makes everything nice and easy. But also, with that being said, by the time this video is actually released, Jesse and I will already be up in Boston. When it comes to fueling, I'm going with my same strategy I usually go with. It'll be 5 Spring Energy gels, and I'll be bringing 2 before and Element into my handheld water bottle. It's around the same thing I did for the Mesa Marathon. I think it just really worked really well for that specific time period. But I'm taking out the Science and Sport. I feel like I kind of want to stick with just one gel throughout the whole time, just so I know it's consistent. I get the same amount of carbs each time. Each one of those is about 45 grams of carbs, so that's about 90 grams of carbs per hour that I'm going to be actually using, so that's actually good because I'm burning through quite a bit of it. So I'm going to stick with that plan every half an hour, use the Spring Energy Awesome Sauce gels. And when it comes to race strategy, this is something that I actually got asked like a little bit ago, and honestly, since I'm coming off of Mesa Marathon, I know that this won't necessarily be a PR race for me, and I'm okay with that. I mean, if it comes to that where I'm actually feeling really good and I want to try to see if I can go for a PR, I'm going to go for it. And the thing is, I want to embrace everything about the Boston Marathon. I want to soak it all in. I don't necessarily want to go into this thinking that I have to hit a certain pace or I have to hit a certain goal. Sure, I would love to actually PR. I would love to BQ. I'd love to get a sub 3-hour marathon. But the thing is that this race isn't about that. It's kind of more of like a celebration of everything that I've actually gone through to get to this specific point. So I'm kind of going into this race not with any kind of goal in mind, just kind of going off of effort. And I feel like that's probably one of the best things you can do. Not every race is going to be a PR attempt, and I'm okay with that. I feel like either way, it's going to be about running for the joy of running. And that's what this whole marathon is about. And when it comes to how I'm feeling kind of nervous. I don't know what's going to happen on race day. I mean, I always get nervous when it comes to race day no matter what. And I'm really excited about this race. But the thing is that it's not necessarily nervous about it being another race, and it's not being nervous about how it being another world major. I'm nervous because it's one of the races that I've wanted to do for the longest time. And I finally get to do it. To actually be able to run this race after so much time, it's something that's gonna be very meaningful for me. I'm just excited to actually get out there and run this race. I know that all the hard work, consistency, dedication, tough workouts, good workouts, and all of that, I feel like that's all what got me to where I'm at right now, which is running the Boston Marathon. And I couldn't have done it with a lot of people. My wife Jessie, I couldn't have done it without her. My coach Kristen, I definitely couldn't have done it without her. And it's just one of those things I'm really excited about. And again, like I said, I'm definitely nervous about it. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those experiences where I will never forget. So I'm gonna soak it all in as much as I can. Incredibly grateful to be able to run not only Boston Marathon, but to just run in general. It's one of those things where we sometimes can take it for granted, and being able to do what we do day in and day out is something I always find is fascinating, and I always am grateful for the ability to do that. This has been such an incredible journey getting to where I'm at right now and being able to run the Boston Marathon. And I'm excited to actually share this experience with all of you. And with that being said, I wish everyone who's running Boston Marathon the best of luck, and I'll see you in Boston.